Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Y'all tell me if Mike is throwing a fit. Give me a 5x5 if you can. It keeps cutting out. Okay. Well, you can hear me. On my screen, it keeps saying, your mic is off. Your mic is off. Ugh. Maybe it's a warning to the rest of the world. All right. Yeah, it's Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. It's crazy around here. We're working on heating because it's about that time, and you know when you have to clean out a stovepipe and it's full of creosote from last year, so you walk around like the dude from Mary Poppins. Yeah, fun times. It's all right. Better to clean it out than have a fire, right? Okay, it was good. It was a slow weekend, in the sense that not a whole lot going on. Okay. What's going on in the world? Don't ask me. I have no idea. Miss Lisa popped in here early. She's ready to go. She's in Hawaii and they don't change clocks. So yeah. It was weird. I guess changing the clocks, I don't know. It just seemed like it took forever to get through the day yesterday. It was just slow. Maybe it was just me. And I don't know who's having allergies or has a cold, but I'm picking up on it. Just saying. All right. I'm starting your questions. Coffee page is open. Oh, it's a new month. Hello, November. Is everybody relieved October is over with? And now here comes, let's get November over with, right? I know. All right. Let me start, and we're going to jump into them. Let me mute my phone. It usually is, but I had it on earlier. All right. Let's jump into, I'll leave the chat questions open for a minute. We still got a little bit of space in there. Let's jump over to the coffees. All right. Miss Louise has the first couple in here. Blessings, Jen and family. Blessings to you, Miss Louise. All right. First question. Mercury's going retrograde. That's how we're going to start out Monday on November 9th. Is this a possible delay in our prosperity fund RI? Mercury retrograde is not usually a good time to sign and make contracts. Well, thanks for the buzzkill, Louise. All right. Let's see. Charlene even sneezing, blaming that yellow pollen dragon that belongs to someone. Hey, there you go. Now we have a reason to blame somebody, right? All right. All right. Mercury going retrograde November the 9th. Now, Wednesday is the super full harvest moon. That energy will be certainly fun. But let's see. Mercury going into retrograde. Will it delay or somehow affect our RI, RV, GCR, whatever other 1,000 names it has? Will it affect it? slowing it down a little bit. I don't think, oh gosh. I don't get that the RI was going to. Yes, wings. I don't know how long it's in retrograde, but okay, let me see if I can do Wings' Pictionary here. Okay, so when we go into retrograde, it doesn't talk about the financial right off the bat. There are other issues we need to worry about. That's a back burner issue according to the cards. All the necessary moves already set into place financially. It's already been done. No, we have not signed our part, but the foundation is there. All this stuff is already finished. The energy is going to cause more of the chaos stuff on the streets, the rioting, things falling apart. It makes people crazy. Does that make sense? It slows things down a little bit. This is a slow transition, but I get this is already set in motion. There's a reason for it. It's not the financial part we need to worry about. It's people losing their daggone marbles. Because this guy's in full control during this phase. Wings just keeps showing me 2 weeks, 2 weeks. It's just a 2-week phase. I don't know how long. How long is it in retrograde? I have no idea. It could be multiple weeks, days, months. I don't know. He's only showing me 2 weeks. 2 weeks of people losing their minds. But as far as the financial, that's already in place. It's already in order. We should actually get really excited. We'll be shocked. I don't get that it'll affect that part. It just makes people nuts. Remember to keep your emotions in control. Yes, Wings. He just shows me a lot of watching news cycles and watch people be crazy. We're going to have to make sure we keep ourselves in check to not lose it. We're going to have a lot of FO moments. Just walk away from it. It's not worth it. It's almost like the devil and all his minions are trying to get a rise out of us. And it's not going to work. We have to trust the process. This moon phase is what they're focusing on more than anything. The energy of the moon, trust your instinct. Miss Louise, I don't get that it really has anything because it's already done. They're just waiting for the right moment. It's the lunatics we have to watch. Does that make sense? All right. That's the first part of Miss Louise's question. Let me go get caught up on stars, see where we're at. Renee, you triggered by full moon. Just stay grounded, honey. Stay grounded. Don't let other people trigger you. Oh gosh, Eva's hunting a man. Oh, where's my man? All right, well look. I agree, Charlene. No drama. Just walk away. It's just not worth it. It's exhausting. All right. Sunshine, did you make it safely? You doing okay? I assume. All right. Back to the coffees. The second part of Miss Louise, does Spirit have any advice about this? Well, they kind of just gave it to us. Don't feed into them wanting to get a rise out of you. Walk away from it. If you are a habitual news watcher, turn it off. Go watch something funny. You know, cats being destructive. You can come to my house and watch that live. Find something that is has more to do with uplifting your energy and spirits. You know, humor, funny, mind-numbing entertainment that doesn't take a lot of brain cells, just don't get triggered. Just turn it off. That's the best advice Spirit is given. Don't worry about anything being lined up financially. It's already been done. Now, I get the feeling that if it was in the middle and they hadn't finalized some things, it might throw it off a little bit. We just got to wait it out. Okay. Charlene, I agree, honey. Bless your heart comes to mind a lot. We might be saying that a lot, precious. All right. Okay. Wyletta, you survived the weekend with your girls? Just curious. Or are they still asleep because of, a little helpy help? Wyletta says, hi, Jen. Can I have a message for this week? Please and thank you. All right. Let's see. Wings. Okay. You have a good week, Wyletta. You know what Wings was showing me? You drinking a glass of wine. Hey, I don't judge. Have a little something. A little sip of wine here and there is good for you. All right. It's going to kind of start out slow for you and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. That's kind of what you want. All right. You're just going to kind of build up to it. It may take you a little while. It feels like maybe the first 3 days will feel like Monday. It just to get into the groove of things. You're okay. Don't try to rush the whole week. Be patient, grasshopper. Okay. Have a balance of emotions there. Go with the flow is kind of what Wings is showing me. Go with it. I don't know what you're purchasing. Make it a new purchase. It's nothing big. Do a little something. Maybe you're buying that bottle of wine. I don't know. But this could be a new investment, a small purchase for you. Oh God, I just thought she's gonna go get even more bulk Benadryl. But no, make a little small purchase for you. It helps you. So if you want that bottle of wine, go do it. Whatever it is, maybe it's a candy bar. I don't know, but go make a little purchase for you. Spoil yourself a little bit. The week will get better as you go, but it seems a little slow and sluggish at first, but it will get better. All right. You got a great week. Looky there. You're wrapping some projects up. You're just kind of getting through it. You'll come out great at the end. Just seems a little slow. So, okay. Wings is great advice. I don't know if you work for Nancy Reagan's Just Say No. Please don't drink wine with Benadryl. I'm just saying. I'm not a doctor, but there's your advice for the day. Okay. All right. Let's get caught up here. Slow is good, Wyletta. Yeah. It's better than chaos and having to yell at people, right? Slow and steady. All right, we're pausing, guys. We hit our normal amount that we have. Obviously, if we get through them, we'll certainly open it back up. All right. Miss Patty. How you feeling, honey? How's the tooth? I got a pair of pliers if you need some help with the wisdom tooth. I'm just saying. Can you get a general read for this week? Sure. Stay out of jail. I went public on Saturday and I didn't go to jail. Of course, I didn't see any cops either, so it could just mean I didn't get caught. It could mean that it was because Lee went with me and wouldn't allow me to cause any trouble. Like he can control me. Just saying. Miss Patty, how's your week gonna go? Are you gonna drink wine too? To each their own. I wore pants. I did, Joe Petrie. It was awful, but I did it. I wore my pants. It's terrible. Antibiotics have kicked in. You can finally open your mouth. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm saying. I'm glad you're feeling better. Sometimes that's what it takes. Not big on big pharma and meds, but antibiotics are there for a reason. Hi, Mash. How are you? All right, Miss Patty. Let's look at this week. Do you have to wear pants? What are you and Maggie going to get into? All right. Nothing negative, but you kind of have to decide if you want to help somebody financially when they come and ask. Yeah. And I get that this is a sibling. A sibling might reach out and ask for a little of assistance, but it's recommending that you don't get tricked. Okay, so I want you to think things through. If you have a sibling that comes and I don't know that it's a financial thing. It may just be, hey, can you come help me out or something? Make sure it's coming from your sibling. I get sister. This is a sibling card. Do this very strategically and think it through because it almost seems like it's coming from somebody else and they're using your sister to ask for favors. Ask a lot of questions. Ask questions. Use your mouth. Use your words. Now that you can open it, you might want to get to the bottom of it. It could be financial. It could be. But this shows stability, but giving and receiving of finances. Somebody comes and asks you, hey, you want to get in on this investment or let's go do this, but you're going to pay kind of thing. Think it through because you need to think ahead for the future. Is this going to hurt you or hinder you? I know we all want to help loved ones, siblings. I do it when I can, but we have to think it through. Don't hurt yourself in the meantime. And I just get that there's a male involved, could be a brother-in-law that's kind of had a tower moment financially and say, Patty, can you help us out? We may have gotten into a jam here. It doesn't have to be thousands and millions of dollars. It could just be, hey, we need $40, whatever. Think it through. Be strategic. Other than that, it seems like a pretty calm week. It's just dealing with, seems like sibling drama. Okay? All right. I get that it's almost an investment. It could go either way. Think it through, Miss Patty. Okay. All right. Let's jump into stars. Miss Lisa. Early bird. I don't know why I started that, but hey, okay. Mila, however you pronounce it. What is coming towards me for love? Uh-oh. Love? Let's use our twin flame deck. Let's see. All right. You need to take your sweet time, darling. I want you to enjoy the independence right now. I'm assuming that you're female because this is what comes in. Empress. She does her own thing. She's in tune with her feminine side. Temperance says, please be patient. When you start to rush things, because you've been doing this for a while, you keep looking into the future. When's it coming? When's it coming? Two of Wands. You've got to start making wiser decisions, choosing who you're hanging out with, because here, sharp-tongued men who are controlling, you don't like to be controlled. Okay. You like to be in charge. And when you make knee-jerk reactions and start just to say that I have a date, you can choose the wrong people. Really stop and analyze what kind of person you want to be with. Okay. Don't do it just for the sake of being in a relationship, because you have the stronger voice. All right. Don't find somebody that wants to control you. You are manifesting this love, but it's going to take a little while. Enjoy hanging out with friends more. Okay. I was looking for a time frame here. This is really, it could take up to five months before you really start to, and I don't see anything until after the first of the year. Casual things are one thing, starting casual things, but when you almost start to feel suffocated after a while, and you're like, I don't want to be trapped by this person telling me what to do, where to go, what to wear, all this. You're not that type of person. Not that you have to control everything, but you should have a say in your relationships. Okay? I hope that makes sense. You've got a little while. Enjoy you being you and hanging out with friends. Do stuff that makes you happy. And then, you might meet an acquaintance through somebody else. But just take your time. Terry. Hi, honey. And I'm here on Monday, Terry. All right. There was no reason to cancel today. You have me today. So you don't have to yell at me. All right. Was there a spiritual attack against me in the wee hours of the night? Say it ain't so. Let's see. Did it feel like an attack? Are you whooping the fire out of somebody? Let's see. I have found that some people feel like they're under spiritual attack at night. I'm not saying this is your situation, but it turns out they're just in a different density realm, whatever, multiverse, and they're in a battle. And it kind of bleeds over to this realm. But let's see. You were a strong female presence here, but you're divinely protected. You know that already. There is a negative female in your family lineage. Now, I'm not saying you have to rack your brain and pull out the family tree and go, was this person good? Causing a lot of anxiety. The reason I say that is because this is generational, strong female, causing you issues in the middle of the night. There is your strong yes. This is almost curse related. But you did prayers or whatever it is that you did before you went to bed. You invest heavily into routine, nightly routine. And this is what guarded you, and of course the divine creator. So all is well, darling. Do a cleansing. Make sure that you don't have any open portals in your home, bedroom, anywhere. I don't feel like this is an opening that's open all the time. It's just like she's very powerful with her words and can conjure something, because that's a portal card. You might want to do a sweep through the house. But you have a strong female that's in your family that is trying to stop you, but you are divinely protected. Okay. Think that one through. Maybe you know who it is. Maybe you're aware of some nasty witch that's been in your family, either side. And do it. Okay. Either my computer's on crack or my internet's trying to go out. Okay. Hope you can hear me, or I'll just sit here and talk to myself. Okay. All right. Let's go. You're welcome, honey. Joe Patry. Hello, love. And hello to Eve. And Smiley. Is she behaving herself? Even I found property for us and Smiley. Woohoo! Is it going to be available? And will it meet our expectations when the time and money comes? All right. Let's first ask if it'll be available. And then we will hit the rest of them. Will the property be available? Wings is saying you might find something better in the meantime. I don't know. No. And you might get tricked. Trust your instinct here. And if it's you like it and you're trusting it, but there's something about the property owners of this person that it'll keep you in limbo. Contractual, I get, because remember that's a sword, that's hoodwinked. I don't like the owners of this place. There's another property. You'd be very, very disappointed because I'm asking about the property. It would take, there's something hidden here. You'd be disappointed. It would take a lot of extra money for your investment. Okay. Well, you know, I'm not going to tickle your ears, but okay. Base card, find something new. You're like, thanks for nothing, Jen. I was happy with what I found. Well, sorry. Wings was saying something different. I'm looking Just for a little bit detail, if the property you want is in that area, or you should go somewhere else. Hmm. This is further away. Okay. And you have a lot of eights. Eights, 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 eights. This is further away. That's better alignment, that has stronger energy, that you will be very, very happy with. Eights. I want you to think 8 miles from there. It could be 80 miles from there, but it's eights. That there's a better property. Open a map and throw a dart. No, this is further, a little further away. That's got better energy. It would be a better suit for you guys. So I want you to just think. It just says 8. Maybe it's 8 degrees longitude, latitude, but you've got a number 8 in there a lot. Okay. Okay. It's better to know ahead of time than get into a bad contract. I just don't like the energy around the person that's trying to sell the one you found. Too many secrets. As a baby. I walked out the door yesterday and 6 crows flew into my trees across the street. Is there a message from that? Feels like there is. Well, you know. What's your gut telling you? 6 crows could be in the number. Is there a message? Sometimes crows are negativity and they represent covens, and sometimes crows are a good indication of sometimes prosperity. It just depends on the situation. Let's see. It's actually for your husband. This is a deal or an offer to your husband. Tell him to be strategic because this person's a liar. So let's say that someone offers Junior a new job or a new truck or an opportunity or something to purchase. Tell him to be careful. I don't like the energy around this. So in this case, the crows were a warning. And you're the one that saw it because you're the spiritual one. This is going to cause a lot of problems. Yeah. So I want you to warn hubby. Okay. You don't normally have them. Well, obviously they showed up for a reason. Yeah, but this is don't get into a contract or a deal or buy something. It's not a good deal. So let's say Junior walks home and walks in the door and says, "Hey, somebody offered me a great deal on this or starting a new job." Go, no. Just saying. Or if he does it, pull cards on it. You can do that. Is this deal a good deal? You'll know by looking at the cards. But according to this is a huge warning. All right, so baby's got the next one. Is there a message from my spirit guides? All right. A lot of distraction around you right now as a baby. Try to stay focused. You got to focus on the right stuff. Okay. Don't focus on negativity. Focus on the positivity. All right. So this is distractions. But when you're focused and you're distracted by the loss and not the stuff that you have, okay, that means reckless decisions come in. You're going through a transitional phase right now, but your spiritual side needs to stay more on the I win, victory, all good. You tend to fall back into a pattern of the woe is me, doom and gloom side. You got to try to get back out of that. Okay. Stay focused on the positive. For every negative that's thrown at you, think of a positive. Okay. Yeah. Take charge, use your words. Basically, you're telling the negativity and the bad, you're basically telling them to fuck off. Yeah. They tend to like to pile it all on at one time. And that's when you just cave and you're like, oh, this sucks. Nope. You're the victor in this. You have to think the positive. So don't fall into the distractions of the only thing you see is the negative in life. I want you to think the opposite. We all do this. We go through phases. Okay. So no more doom and gloom and woe is me. You say, it doesn't matter the truck broke down. I'm still alive. Junior's still alive. Zade's okay. I want you to think positive. Okay. There's a reason these things happen. Right. So there's your lecture for the day. All right. All right, so baby. What's with the dream I had where an HOA charged me $200 for masks and was told I had to wear them 24 hours a day? Hello, funny dream, but it was weird. Thank you for all you do. Whew, wings. Okay. Ooh, ugly place. Okay. I'll get my ear to quit ringing. So, Wings did this warp speed separation of worlds. That's a different world. So in a different realm, in a different multiverse, they had their COVID and they're still in it, and it just got worse. Wow. I'll pull cards, but wow. Ew. Can you imagine? This is what happens when the spiritual realms start bleeding over. And if you've had a negative mindset, the negative realm is bleeding over. Don't welcome that stuff in here. Yeah, this is multiverse, and it all went to hell after COVID. It got worse. Everybody had to surrender to the I'm the boss. This is an overbearing ruler. So in that realm, you had normally this is Mr. T, but this is negatively aspected. So you're talking about a true dictator. So that world is bleeding into this one through the dream state. So this is a good indication that your last question plus this is an indication of who's got more control in your spiritual world right now. You're allowing the negativity of the other realms to bleed into this one. This is where you don't want that kind of world. Okay. So there's another indication to do the more positive stuff. Okay. Whew, can you imagine? Ugh. I didn't wear a mask the first time around. I'm certainly not doing it in a different realm. The baby, repeat after me. In every realm there is. Fuck off. Okay, there you go. I'll get a chuckle out of you. And everyone new here, welcome to the Crazy Loony Bin, and Jen does cuss. I will, and I don't care. All right, JoJo McWill, I got your coffee, love. Thank you. Was there a verse in the Lord's Prayer removed at the end to prevent the prayer for completing the full circle union? For yours is the Spirit and the light forever breathing through me. Oh, that's an interesting. So instead of for thine is the kingdom, the glory, and the power forever. Amen. It's for yours is the Spirit and the light forever breathing through me. That's beautiful. Let's see. There's so much that was kept from us. There's no amen. Or I still say it, but Wings let me know. And Yeshua, I've had this talk with Yeshua. He goes, I know your heart. I know the intention of your heart. If you say it, I know what you mean by it. That's why I don't yell at people if they say, if you want to end it, so it is and so let it be, say it. Great. Lord knows your heart. But I understand what you're saying. So they don't put amen at the end of it. Hi, Rock. You go love on that grandbaby. And we've had many conversations about different versions of the Lord's Prayer in different languages. Wow. I love this. Okay. So this is a version. This is a version that was kept out. All right. They left it out. Guess what version it is? I'm going to try to hold all these up at one time because I'm not really that coordinated, but we'll see. This is a divine feminine version of what the divine feminine would say. Yeshua approved. Remember, Yeshua knows your heart. Yes, this is kept secret to cause confusion. It is a divine feminine version. It's coming back. It is coming back strongly. Wow. There's something about the words, the intention behind it from the divine feminine. It balances out because this Eight of Wands is all about balance. And remember, we have to have a balance of the masculine and the feminine. Thank you, Wings. And this, Wings is showing me a part in the prayer where it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This is that. Coming to earth. There is a divine feminine aspect of it. There's the feminine. Yes, boobies. There you go. And the feminine world. So it's interesting. Wow. I like the Yeshua card coming in because that's a sword, the words and intention. He knows. He's a very, very loving, forgiving creator. So what do you feel in your heart? That moon card represents your own intuition. What feels right to you? Okay. Yeah. If you want to stop saying the original and adopt a new one, if it feels right and you've had that conversation with the creator, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. What feels right to you? Everybody's different. This is why I don't like mankind and religion, man-made religion, putting everybody in a box and saying, you have to do this. Nope. Okie dokie. All right. So, Joe, I hope that resonates with you. That it is a version and it's leaning more towards the divine feminine. Wings is showing me Magdalene energy behind it. Wow. Okie dokie. All right. Cat. Well, I have a relationship with a man named Michael. I met in the spring. We have had an attraction to each other. Well, do you want one? I almost called you Kit Kat and I thought of chocolate and then I got distracted. Okay. Let's see. Will you have a relationship with a man? A man named Michael. Okay. Cat needs a man. One named Michael to be specific. Michael's a good name. Let's see. Have y'all been talking back and forth? This is a strong yes. Absolutely. This is you're a gift to one another. Be a little careful. I don't know which one of you is doing this though. I get that maybe him. Just a little bit. Okay. You're like, what are you talking about, woman? You're not showing me anything. I'm not. It takes me a minute. I talk to myself. I'm not really talking to myself. I'm talking to my spiritual team here. Okay. So be careful with this relationship, though, because this Michael might tend to have some, I don't know, reckless habits. Okay. This is not having a plan forward, and that can tend to get you into trouble. Temptations, bad habits, and you don't want to fall into that. Should you get into a relationship? Yes, but you have to be on guard. If Michael has a bad habit or he gets too distracted, he can wear you down. Okay? It's an exciting new relationship, but you really need to trust your own intuition that if Michael says, hey, let's jump off a bridge, that you don't. Okay. I almost get that it's more financial and he can make knee jerk reactions when it comes to finances. So if you guys get together, please keep your finances separate from his. And this may not be something you're aware of yet. He's great at keeping it a secret. Okay. You don't want somebody that is just so, I like free spirit, but that's a little too free spirited. Like, no plan, let's just go for it. We still live in a world where we have to have responsibility and accountability. And if Michael can live up to that for you, then great. But please be careful that you don't make reckless decisions. Okay? And it would be that's a good strong ace, but I also need to remember it's a pentacle. Let's watch your finances. Don't let Michael put you into debt. Okay. He's a musician. Enough said. I love me a good musician, but they don't really have a strong structure of finance. Artists don't, and that's not picking on musicians. It's just there's no stability there. Okay. I think we should live in a world where you should do whatever you want to, whatever brings you joy and happiness. But in reality, that does not put food on the table. I hope y'all don't hang me in the street for saying that. I wish you could. But reality says you got to have a stable job. Okay. I love the artist. I'm an artist. If I could get away with doing what I wanted to do and get paid for it, that'd be great. Don't get me wrong. This is part of it. But I ain't no millionaire. Okay. Speaking of, I've had to crack a whip and send out some pretty nasty emails the last week. I've had new clients come in and I was doing the honor system of they would do their reading and then they pay me and they have all skipped town. And I lost a lot of money the last couple of weeks. I could not do that anymore. People will have to prepay. There is no honor system anymore. I am not going to get screwed over. That is a time slot that I could be giving to an actual honest paying customer. All right, off my soapbox. All right. Joby, how are you, honey? Any messages from spirit guides and ancestors? All right, let's see. Cat says he makes decent money. He's in his 60s. Well, that's all right. He can make decent money, but does he have anything to show for it? You're looking for stability, love. No need to apologize, guys. I appreciate the sentiment. You can imagine. I mean, because I look at my schedule when I schedule people, and I base my budget around that. When I get screwed, so do bill collectors and everybody else, and it's unfortunate. I'm not going to stay focused on it. God will provide the money where it's needed, when it's needed. It just stinks that there's dishonesty. Joby, what do you need to know today, lovey? Ooh. All right. I love this. This is your star family coming in. Well, you've got the divine creator. All right. There's your star family. Are you going to school? Starting a new course, new semester? There's something here, but you've got a distraction here. What is keeping you from doing this? Not sure. Something about you have to do this very strategically. Is this about money? It's the investment. There's something about going education wise, whether you're starting a new semester, wanting to take a different course, there's something about education here. You're being led to do this. You're being called to do this. This will make you very happy and fulfilled. Have you thought about doing something a little different, going in a different direction? It's okay to do that. Your ancestors are encouraging you to do it. Okay? Stay focused. Manifest the finances that you need if that's what's keeping you from doing it. A lot of people don't pursue what they really want to do because it's such a financial burden. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works. For now, keep pursuing it. You're suited to do this. Your star family. This could be the star card represents healing and balance. And there may be something that you want to undertake that's in this field. It's just a little pricey. Keep focused on it. Okay. Anita. Here we go, honey. Hi, Jen. May I have a message from Spirit, please and thank you? Yes, you will. You'll get one. Keep this refreshed. All right. Here we go. And I know Wings has reminded me I can't do it on StreamYard. I'll have to go back and do this through YouTube, probably off air or on air. I've got to take away, I keep saying I'm going to do it and never do because I forget. Change some of the mods because all but one or two of my mods have just abandoned us altogether. So I've got to, and now I understand some of them work and I get it, but we've got to have some equal balance. So it's not all on Terry. And Some of y'all, I think I might just volunteer you. Like the baby, probably just volunteer you. Yes, you will. My regulars, the ones that are in here all the time and that um I can count on. If you are interested in being a mod, just put it in there. You can just put a hands up or I'll mod or something like that. And I'll go back and pick a couple. It's hard on just one or two people. And I'm not mad at you if you're working or whatever, but we've had some that just hightailed it and left. So Anita, what is going on? Bonita, wings is showing. Why is there a flat tire? He's showing me a flat tire. Have you had a flat tire? I don't know if that's metaphoric. I'm about to see. Something new. What's new? What's new? Something new. This is the card that represents all kinds of new stuff in our life. So it can mean new marriage. No, I'm not saying that you're leaving hubby and getting you a new man. That's not what I'm saying. But this is a marriage, baby, car, vehicle, whatever, home, job. Think of something new on the horizons. This is better for you. There's something going on right now that is not good. It's about to take you out. Not physically dead. That's not what I mean. Sometimes I have to correct my own language. You need to move out of troubled water. Something you've been waiting on for a while. You've been patient. This is going to happen. Options are going to open up to you for this happily ever after that you wanted. Just take a leadership role. Wings is showing me a boss that I don't know. It's just maybe it's not working out well for you. Even if you say I work for myself, you still answer to other people. There is a new hope on the horizon for you to be more independent, doing your own thing. Spirit says it's coming. You've waited a long time. It has taken a long time. What is it with the flat tire? Oh, okay. It's metaphoric. I'm like, oh, we don't want you to have a physical flat tire. It's like doing what you're doing on a regular basis can tend to make you feel like all the air has been let out of you. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Do something that's less draining, maybe less demanding. I'm not saying you're changing careers altogether or something, but maybe a new opportunity is coming your way, is what Spirit is saying. You ready for your new beginnings? Yeah, it just seems like the more you go, it's just, you have no more oomph. You just, Bonita, you're a flat tire. Things are going to change. Okay. You're switching over to a new truck. Nice. There you go. It's only going to get better from here, honey. Miss Linda, does my dad have a message for me today? Well, let's see. Let's see. Pick up your clothes. Take the trash out. I always like to do that joke because that's kind of what we all grew up with. Let's see. Linda Wings is showing me a man wiping a tear. I need more detail. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Do you have to grow up pretty fast? I find that this to be a very common feature with a lot of us in the spiritual community. We all wished and hoped that we would grow up with the traditional happily ever after mom and dad situation here. But unfortunately, there's something that causes it not to happen for whatever reason. That was what we all signed up for, right? I know. What were we thinking? You had to grow up really fast. You had to learn really fast and overcome hardship. Linda, do you, I'm trying to put the pieces together. It's hard to do this. Spirit does not like time because spirit's beyond space and time because your dad is very much alive and well. But this is talking about your mother possibly remarrying or starting a new life in general. Did it make you feel weird? Like, how can you just go about business or life and not care? Just trying to figure out where there's a bitterness here. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. Dad's happy. Did you pray him? I just wonder when he was trying to transition over when he was moving. I feel that he was almost in. I hate the word purgatory, but he was like kind of stuck between realms. Don't throw things in here. Okay, that was spirit. Heard bang. We're not doing this. But you said a very specific prayer that helped him trans over to a new world. Very interesting. This is a thank you message. Thank you. You still talk to him? Yeah. Angels with the rest of generational family. Dad has transitioned. He's saying thank you. It's almost don't worry about the decisions your mother made. Don't worry about my transition. You helped. He's just there. Sorry for sadness, and you had to grow up way too fast. I don't know if this resonates with you. I'm just trying to put the Pictionary together. Not always easy. Okay. Let's see. Charlene. Any messages for me from my guides? Well, let's see. He wants me to change decks. Is that because Charlene's a troublemaker? No. All right, let's see. Messages. Charlene. Okay. Listen, you're not in the circus. You don't need to juggle. Easier said than done, Jen. All right. So this is financial stability for your whole family. Having enough for you, having enough for kids, having enough for spouse, anybody that you consider under your roof. You've had to make some really tough decisions, and it seems like this is a financial, very slow process that you've really been juggling. The reason I say you're juggling is that Two of Pentacles is you could be in a position of rob Peter to pay Paul sometimes, or there's things that you really want to do, but you can't because you have like real life responsibility. Spirit is letting you know that everything is aligning and in balance and coming in very, very fast to where you will never have to worry about that again. And you will be able to live free, willy nilly, and do whatever the hell you want financially, legally. Let's specify that. This is abundance. Abundance, happiness in everything you do for you and a loved one. Could be spouse, partner. Wow. You've been juggling a lot, but you've been trusting your instincts of what to do, how to get through it, which we all tend to do. There's this little hint of dishonesty, not with you, someone in your life that like distracts you emotionally while they trick you. This could be someone that is not quite honest with you when they say, "Hey, I'm going to take $10 and invest it over here or do something," and that's not where it's going. It's a little your spirit guides are be more diligent of watch where money's going. You work so hard and somebody takes advantage of this. So your guides are just kind of warning you. Don't get hoodwinked. Does that make sense? Okay. Miss Renee, can I please get a message from my galactic family? Yes. We can. Do you want live long and prosper or ET phone home? I don't know. Let's see. All right. Renee wants to hear from the Galactics. What's going on? Did y'all hear that 3i Atlas had changed trajectories or changed course or something like that? And then I saw one video where it had 3i Atlas. Now I know that you have to use discernment because of the AI and all that crap. But I was trying to figure out, is this real? Is this not real? And it felt very real to me. And I've learned to trust my gut. Where 3i was emitting something into the sun and the sun was pushing it back and it was coming here to the earth. And this was over the weekend. So it should be hitting us anytime. I just found it fascinating. So let's find out what your galactic family has to say, Renee. Little bit of a warning here, Renee. Not for you, but a child. I know you have adult kids, but they're still your kids. This is financial stability. This is financial stability. It seemed like everything was going okay. This is with a male. It seemed like everything was going great. And then some surprise expenses. Now there's a little fear of the unknown, juggling finances, and a loss. Um, I get that this is a son-in-law. This is an offer of something new. If he doesn't miss the opportunity, though, if he's not paying attention, he'll miss it. That would set him up in a better position. That's happily ever after. Wishes being granted, waiting on a job, it will happen. There's a struggle. Yeah. This is a celebration for him and your daughter. I don't know which one. I'm just picking up on the energy. Your galactic family says, stop worrying about it. Everything is fine. You keep worrying. Renee, you ain't Jesus. Stop trying to fix everybody. Okay? Your galactic says, we got this. This is their own contract. They're going to be fine. Stop worrying. Don't lose sleep over it. You don't need to jump in and solve problems and help them. They're going to be fine. Unnecessary worry and anxiety. Okay? It'd be okay. Okay. This isn't for you. This is for, it's one of your daughters and your son-in-law. They've kind of been juggling. He's been waiting for something better to turn around. It's coming. So stop worrying. And tell your daughter to stop worrying. It's coming. Okay? Your galactic already knows what's going to happen. Okay? We waste a lot of energy worrying. I'm not just picking on Sister Renee. This is it, all of us. We worry over the stupidest stuff. Well, Jen, that doesn't take my problems away. I know it doesn't. But it's one of those things, can I control it? Can I do something different? Ask yourself that question. Okay? Roman, where you been? Get to the principal's office. Mm-hmm. How are you? You doing okay? All right. Bonita, what do we got? Just found out my bank card has been hacked. Oh, great. You asked Spirit if it was from someone that broke into my house or off my phone. Well, what in the world? Let's find out where this is at. Bonita, this feels more electronic. Let me see if this resonates with you, Bonita, because you travel a lot. This seems like more electronic. Do you know how, because you travel, because you drive all the time, you know how that they'll take those card readers or what they call jumper, what switch something, I don't know, and they put them in the fuel things and it jumps your information. Does that make sense? Wings kept showing me a gas station. I'm like, what does that mean? But he showed me a fuel pump. I forget what they're called, but they slide them in behind the card readers and it jumps the information, steals your information. They've been doing this to a lot of, this is everybody. And this is something you can't see. This is strategically done and in secret. And that's how they do it. So when somebody comes along and they put their card in, it takes all their information. This was electronic. I don't get this as a home. Not to worry, they have caught this person. They've done it to a lot of people. A lot of people lost a lot of money, but karma's a biatch. They will be dealt with. Wow. Yeah, scanners. Yeah, it's something that they have. You can't see it on the outside. You would never even know it. But this is electronics. Like when you scan something, it could be at any fuel pump. It could be at any ATM. But these people have the ability to do these little jumper things. So this was an electronic thing. Yeah. I hope you worked it out with your bank where they didn't like make you pay for the charges or whatever. Oh, here we go. Everybody sit down. Take a breath. We got to find out where Eva's man is. I'm just saying. Where is Eva's man? Come out, wherever you are. That doesn't sound creepy at all. All right. They have those things inside gas stations as well. That is just disgusting. I just want to live in a world where stuff doesn't happen. All right. Eva, where's your man? Not tied up in the closet, right? All right. Let's see. Roman missed the banter. Well, we can throw it back in there. You want to be the first victim? Let's see. Eva, calm down. Calm down. She's getting hot under the collar. Okay. He's coming. Slow down. Okay. All right. Listen, this is a time for you to kind of self-reflect. You've had a relationship that did not work. It was a powerful relationship in your life. Okay. But it caused you great loss. Okay. Left you out in the cold. These are fives, temporary. This is a matter of you being in control of your own life and learning your emotional control. What you can control, being in tune with what you need and what you want in life. So it's just like when I tell everybody, take time for yourself, enjoy yourself with friends, and learn about who you truly are and what you need out of a relationship, okay? When you stop looking, that's when he shows up. Okay, this is that unnecessary, is he coming? Oh gosh, when's he coming? Stop that, okay? Soon as you do that, guess what? You got some twos in here. Expect this. She's like, all right, 2 minutes. Shut up, Jen. I'm going to go find him. No, I'm not 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I get around the first of the year, you're going to have a tough decision to make. Make the agreement to go out with him. This is a lover's card. So put the hormones on ice for a couple months. He's coming. And in the meantime, enjoy you, enjoy friends, and take stock in what you've learned from the first time. Okay? So let's not scare the poor man off. All right? All right. All right. We're getting there. Eva's got the next one. We're going to fan her through the second part of the question here. Has the negative energy left my mom's house? All right. This energy is trapped. Okay, so it's in limbo. Okay, so this is being stuck. All right. There's an illusion here that it's gone. It's not in the house, but it's not totally gone. It's somewhere in between. There needs to be a little bit more prayer and cleansing here, because at the slightest opportunity, when the negativity energy is it's higher and the worry is there, that's when they slip in. So Eva, it gives you a little bit more to do here. Get a little bit more focused. This says actually get a little help and a little assistance. Now, what does that mean? You could physically get someone that knows what they're doing to walk and sage at one end of the house while you do the other. But this doesn't have to be. Most of our spiritual help comes from the spiritual realm of the divine, okay? Get someone in agreement with you. Call in shamans, archangels, Yeshua. All I just call them all the heavenly hosts. That way you get the whole kit and caboodle coming in there with you. Do a little bit more. If you've got a spiritual, physical friend in this realm, have them help you. They're not in the house, but they're not gone either. They're just kind of floating, waiting for the slightest opportunity to come back in. Does that make sense? I don't know if you have anybody in the spiritual community, if you have a church, if you have a spiritual leader, whoever that is, the base card is this. That can be a spiritual leader. Do they have to come to your house and do an exorcism? No. No, that's not what it says. Have them say a prayer over your mom's house because you don't like the energy. Being in agreement of prayer with other people is so powerful. Like when we all get together and we're in agreement to manifest something or say a prayer of protection or healing, look how fast it works. There's power in numbers. Okay. All right. Let's see. For moi. May I get a message from my star family? Yes, darling. Have to change decks again. Bossy. All right. Who? Oh, good for you. All right. Sunshine, I'm going to ask you a question. There's something where you've had to go this this wedding energy here is beautiful. Great. But there's a little behind the scenes something I think you picked up on or you might pick up on that you had to take care of. This is about focusing on saying a prayer, making a blessing or an offering, because there was a negative person there. It's almost like drama that just wants to cause a fight. There's always somebody in the family that has to have the drama. Between you're marrying two families together, somebody's got to take on the role. And it's like you've had to pray it away. It's like they were an energy vampire. Somebody that's I've invested all this money and you're going to listen to me. This is the way I want. I don't know, but whatever it is, they're high maintenance. This is going to be fine. It's like you've had to put a prayer or a blessing over the family. All is well. You did great. But this is telling me that whoever was pulling the strings financially or had their own opinion about where the money should go. Money's always got an opinion. Hear it from the peanut gallery. Your prayers are heard. Keep them up. Okay. Say a blessing over the new marriage, new house, new family, whatever the situation is, that the interference stays outside. So, baby, does Wings ever want to gib thump me? Yeah, smack me in the back of the head? Yeah. If he wasn't as divine as he was, Wings, he just draws a picture. He said, "No, I'm only allowed to draw a picture of me doing it." Okay. Let's see. Oh, Miss Charlotte, here we go. Can I get a message about my travels and learning in my sleep lately? What you been doing? And it was it legal? Asking. Just asking. All right, Miss Charlotte, what you been doing? I think Wing spends more time waiting for me to shut up than he does anything because he doesn't show frustration. The angelic realm doesn't show anger, frustration, sense of humor, yes, sarcasm, yes. But he's about as patient. And when he gets really, probably extremely waiting for me, he just goes silent, like, I'll be here when you're done. Yeah. But if he had a human side, yeah, he'd probably want to smack me in the back of the head. I'm just saying. Let's find out what Miss Charlotte's been doing in her sleep. We're almost done. And then I'll let you go on this Monday. Whew. Battle, battle, battle. But you've got a lot of, you've been bringing some spiritual gifts there because your mama bear. All right. So this is standing up to the negativity. You've been at battle. You've had the higher ground, so to speak. But this is an offering of gifts, meaning your gifts, the creator needs your gifts for these jobs. I find that very common in this family. You have gifts that no one else possesses. I have gifts that no one else possesses, probably nor want. But we all have these little gifts that we present, and that yours is very much a very strong motherly instinct here that is needed. This is a mama bear thing. Charlotte, let me ask you something. Do you have a gift of removing fear from people, especially children? You're a comforter. You're a great distraction because this is fear. And usually it's a mama bear instinct. You just have this great ability to be able to go, look here, not here at the sadness. This is a comforting mama bear to remove fear and the sadness and the heartache, to reverse it. Just curious if you've ever been told that. Because this is what you're doing. At least this is, I think that I'm picking up that you're doing a lot of things, but this is the number one thing that means more than anything. Just curious. All right. Tia Bea. Hi. How does the Pisces feel, and what are his next actions towards me? How does the Pisces feel? Okay, let's find out. Wings wants a particular deck back here in the back. Picky much, huh? You special. You get it on special deck. A lot of times he does that because all the decks have different artwork, and the artwork tells more of a story. Does more justice than I ever could. How does this Pisces feel? What's he gonna do next? Well, let's hope it's honorable. Okay. Well, the Pisces is slower than a 7-year itch when it comes to showing affection. At least he starts out that way. He kind of started out flip flopping. He wanted to make sure that it was more of a stable, secure feeling. Like, I really like this idea of a new relationship. How much do I want to invest in it? But by golly, I'm going to take my sweet ass time doing it. But he's very affectionate when he does. He goes all in. Actions. This is communication. It could be calling you up, texting you up, messaging you, going, hey, want to go on a date? He's paying. But he's slow. Don't rush him. Looking forward to a new beginning. But man, this one requires a lot of patience. He likes to feel things out. He doesn't want to rush things. And I get that there's some scars there he's a little leery of. Yeah, he's had his heart broken before. So he's trying to really see if you are the one. He's slow. Don't be surprised if you get a message. He's very, very romantic in the sense that he's passionate about. He'll write you a love poem or a song or something, and that's how he likes to show communication. I don't think that he's going to do it boldly. He's subtle and slow. I hope you're not in a hurry. He does have feelings there, but he's very careful. He has a guard up. Okay. All right, Miss Marcy. Are things going to get exciting on the 5th? Remember the 5th of November. I don't know. We'll see. And it's full moon, harvest moon. We shall see. Not every place. Now, if you're not in the U.S., this doesn't pertain to you. But tomorrow we've got elections happening. I think. Is it elections? I think they're supposed to do some voting. Could be for mayoral, different things. It's not a great big election where everybody's involved, but pay attention to those things. That's what Wings has been showing me. Because if things don't go their way, they tend to throw tantrums. Now, November 11th, everybody's waiting on the Iraq elections. That's next Tuesday. That's when their elections are. And unless they get more people wanting to come out and vote, they've got less than 35% of the Iraqi population that are even going to show up to vote because they're like, you either going to do something for us and show us that you're honorable or we're not voting. It's going to get hairy. But let's look at this 5th of November. I'm not concerned. Let's watch our financial market here. Okay. It's information coming out about finances. This is stability though. Everything's fine. It's stable. These are all finance things. I'm really not concerned. The judgment is happening. There's justice coming in. Justice, Queen of Swords, someone coming in, and this is a rule of law here and judgment. Something's going to get our attention, but I think we're so numb to things and in anticipation of things happening. We're kind of the fool card in this. We just go about our business like whatever. Does that make sense? I don't know. To some people, it might be exciting. And to others, it's like, we've done this before. That's memories. Like, meh, whatever. Some people, it's going to stop them dead in their tracks. I guess it just depends on who you are. Our community, there is not a whole lot that's going to go shock value to us. And then there are others that it's going to stop them in their tracks because they're putting them in limbo. For us personally, it's just going to be another day. Yeah, it's dark to light. We're just going to go about our business. So it really just depends on who you are. I think most of us are like, whatever. Okay. Wings put his hand on my shoulder and he says, but stay prayed up. Armor up. Don't get complacent. Don't have the attitude of, that's not what I was saying. He goes, I know, but don't get the idea of, I'll just let my guard down because I don't expect anything to happen any different. Always armor up, stay prayed up. Okay? Yeah, we don't want to get complacent because that's when mistakes are made. All right. What do we got? Jojo McWill. If still available, a read for the week. Sure. I'm available. Are you available? No, Jojo. I'm married. Let's see. What do we want? Read for the week. First week of November. So far through the 5th, it's nothing exciting. Let's see. Jojo, this is personal for you, but it's also blending it in with the collective since you're a part of us. For you personally, this is spend time with family, do what makes you happy. Look here, I think Skip's going to be romantic, and there's the love offering. Hey, you want to go to dinner? You quit laughing. Make offerings, spend time together, do something fun. And then it kind of flips later in the week. Not for you personally, this is as a whole. There's some tower event where there's military involved that the whole world will see. Keep your energy up. This is hold the line. Since I was a whole week, because we only read on the 5th, we only read up to Wednesday, and then JoJo asked for the rest of the whole week. So I guess we'll be okay through Wednesdays, like whatever. And then we have a tower moment later in the week. It seems like I did a reading last week for somebody that it said it'll be kind of, I don't remember. My brain can't remember all this. Slow start to the week and then something will happen. You do what makes you happy. Spend time with family, JoJo. That'll make you happy. Something in the week. Later in the week. Hold the line. There's something. This is fight, fight, fight. All arguing constantly. But there's something new that comes out of it. Something new and manifesting comes out of this. So it's good. Let it happen. Don't worry. So, JoJo, don't be running the streets and burning stuff down, okay? You just keep your happy, pretty little ass at the house. I'm just saying. For you personally, focus on family. You're going to be fine. Okay. Oh, I think that was the last one I had. Let me check this. Yep. That is all I had. That's where I had cut them off. That is all the coffees. I think it's already 2:41. Wow. Okay. So the schedule, we're going to be here Wednesday. Shout out to Miss Patty. Is her birthday tomorrow. Miss Patty Ross, happy birthday. I love you. And you and Maggie do something fun. Anybody else having a birthday, anniversary celebration or something? Enjoy yourself. Have fun. There's an important one from MASH. Well, I have to go hunt it or she can retype it, but let's get this done quick so I can go. Where? I gotta find it. I don't know how far back it was. You might be better off retyping it. Well, I don't know where it is. Wants to know if the vein doctor is avoiding her. The vein doctor? Okay. All right. Quit yelling at me, the baby. I saw it. Wings goes, the baby told you. Okay. All right. The vein doctor is avoiding you? That's pretty sad. Not very good bedside manners. Let's see. The vein doctor. Cardiovascular? I don't know. I ain't that fancy. I like the term vein doctor. Avoiding you? Wow. Well, that's a very kind, tender-hearted way of putting it. Maj, you're gonna have to play tricks with this one. This one's deliberately, strategically avoiding you. I don't know that I'd believe anything they say anyway. This is thief and liar card. I don't like this person. Sorry. I don't know this person. That's a surrender. There's information. There's dirt on this person. There's a Hierophant. That's a deep state card. I'm a little concerned. Here's great loss. If you want to know information or something, you're going to have to be strategic, but they're also strategically avoiding you. And it suggests that you might want to invest your money and go somewhere else. Wheel of Fortune. Things will change, but I think you're going to have to make the effort to do it. This person is in it for the money. Please find somebody new. It goes beyond avoiding you, Mash. This is very strategic of done some pretty nasty things. You use your own judgment, but this is more of a strategic move. If you really want to get this person's attention, you may have to walk through their door and go, I'm not leaving here until somebody tells me something. Don't play phone tag. It will get you nowhere. Cardiovascular. Okay. Yeah. Trying to avoid you as his patient? No, this is not just you. This person is facing. I just Wing says no. No, he's one of many. Oh, that's nice. Wing shows me the Nuremberg trials. Ah, lovely. This is justice, world justice. We're talking like the Hague kind of stuff. What is this dude doing? I don't know that I'd want to talk to him. And I know you don't want to start all over again and have to find somebody new, but we do what we have to do. I don't get that he's avoiding you specifically. I get that this person's in a lot of trouble. You might want to just start the process. If you really need to beat down his door legally, nicely, that's a figure of speech. Get the information, get your records, and maybe go somewhere else. I don't think you're going to have much success with this person regardless. Just be careful. Be very careful, Maj, okay? All right. That's it. As far as I know, unless the baby's going to keep yelling at me. I'm teasing. All right. I appreciate you looking out. I don't catch them all. And once I pause them, I'm not hunting for them. All right. All right, guys. That's it for this crazy Monday. No matter what happens, keep your energy up. Think of the positive things. And if you're like me, you see stuff happen and go, whatever. All right. It'll be all right. Stay prayed up, armored up. I will see you back here on, November the 5th. Why not? It's a full moon. 5th of November. Y'all behave yourselves. Man, she's changed her appointment 3 times because he's probably in the lawyer's office. You're going to have to take the initiative and change it, love. Follow your gut. All right, guys. Behave yourselves. Stay out of jail. All right. I'll do my best too. I'll see you back here on Wednesday. And for those that didn't see it, I did put November's Zodiac spread up. I think I did that last Friday. It's up. All right, guys. I'll see you back here on Wednesday. Blessings. I love you.